Good morning and good afternoon, everybody.
It's good afternoon because here in Spain, afternoon goes till like 8:30 p.m., I think. So.
Yeah, there are only two options here.
Well, as always, it's very sweet being here with you guys. There's an energy here of getting things together. New water heater being replaced, installed.
And we've had a miracle just now because the neighbors have a turkey and the turkey keeps making its funny laughter noise all the time. And just before the session, he was particularly loud. And we said, let's see how this goes if we have to close the windows. But now it's completely quiet. So I think it's going to go well.
Yeah.
Well, Barret may lead us all into a, what do you call it?
Turkey meditation.
Turkey meditation. It's a new way to heal.
But since the turkey's quiet, we can go into the lesson for today. Today's lesson is number 247. Without forgiveness, I will still be blind. Without forgiveness, I will still be blind. Sin is the symbol of attack. Behold it anywhere, and I will suffer. For forgiveness is the only means whereby Christ's vision comes to me. Let me accept what his sight shows me as the simple truth, and I am healed completely. Brother, come and let me look on you. Your loveliness reflects my own. Your sinlessness is mine. You stand forgiven, and I stand with you. So would I look on everyone today. My brothers are your sons. Your fatherhood created them and gave them all to me as part of you and my own self as well. Today I honor you through them, and thus I hope this day to recognize myself. Forgiveness is the only means whereby Christ's vision comes to me. We can just let this lead us into the silence.
So as we go within, we can open up to an experience of celebration, perhaps. We can celebrate peace. And celebrate all the gifts that are given us as we start to see with the right mind. I thought today what a gift it is to see that it's our own projection that makes perception It's actually very joyful to accept this. There can be great unwillingness to accept this. But once we accept it, we can rejoice that we are wrong. That we are wrong about what we perceive. And I think it takes both willingness and also readiness to see this. If we are willing but not ready, we can't see it. If we are ready but not willing, we can't see it. But if we're both willing and ready, we can see it. Seeing it, we rest. We realize there is nothing but rest. The mind gets still because there is nothing outside to worry about. It was all an illusion in the mind. Forgiveness is a great, powerful tool. But to forgive. Everything. Sin is the symbol of attack. Behold it anywhere and I will suffer. For forgiveness is the only means whereby Christ's vision comes to me. And this is also, it's very good. We don't have to know how. Don't have to know how to forgive. But we can be open. We can just take our concerns, our perceptions, and bring them to spirit. Bring them to the light. That is forgiveness. When we bring them to the light, we forgive. It's only when we keep them that we don't forgive. We keep in private our beliefs, our concerns, our projections, and perhaps we try to manage them externally or fix them with somebody outside of us and telling them they're wrong, they should change. They won't be happy about that. And when we take them to the light, they dissolve. And peace enters. This is right on when he describes the ego, this frantic thought, the unforgiving thought. that perceives something outside, not willing to see the fear within that caused it. But to just offer a little willingness to be with the fear within that caused the perception, because the projection and the perception. This is the healing. Just to be with this fear rather than going outside to change or fix something. The world we see merely reflects our own internal frame of reference. The dominant ideas, wishes, and emotions in our minds. Projection makes perception. We look inside first, decide the kind of world we want to see, and then project that world outside, making it the truth as we see it. We make it true by our interpretations of what it is we are seeing. We're using perception to justify our own mistakes, our anger, our impulses to attack, our lack of love in whatever form it may take. We will see a world of evil, destruction, malice, envy, and despair. All this we must learn to forgive, not because we're being good and charitable, but because what we are seeing is not true. As we learn to recognize our perceptual errors, we also learn to look past them or forgive. At the same time, we're forgiving ourselves, looking past our distorted self-concepts to the true self that God created in us and as us. Later on in the course, it says, again and again, have you attacked your brother because you saw in him a shadow figure in your private world? And thus it is you must attack yourself first, for what you attack is not in others. Its only reality is in your own mind, and by attacking others, you're literally attacking what is not there. And this is not a cause for guilt. It's just cause for correction. It goes on to say, the delusional can be very destructive, for they do not recognize they have condemned themselves. They don't wish to die, yet they will not let condemnation go. And so they separate into their private worlds, where everything is distorted, disordered, and where what is within appears to be without. Yet what is within they do not see, for the reality of their brothers they cannot recognize. This sounds like a terrible nightmare. If you see your own hatred as your brother, you're not seeing him. Everyone draws nigh unto what he loves and recoils from what he fears. And you react with fear to love and draw away from it. You react with fear to love and draw away from it. Yet fear attracts you, and believing it is love, you call it to yourself. Your private world is filled with figures of fear you have invited into it, and all the love your brothers offer you, you do not see. As you look with open eyes upon your world, it must occur to you that you have withdrawn into insanity. You see what is not there, and you hear what makes no sound. Your manifestations of emotions are the opposite of what the emotions are. You communicate with no one, and you are as isolated from reality as if you were alone in all the universe. So these are pretty strong words, but this is actually helpful to take in. In your madness, you overlook reality completely, and you see only your own split mind everywhere you look. God calls you, and you do not hear, for you are preoccupied with your own voice. And the vision of Christ is not in your sight, for you look upon yourself alone. His sane answer tells you what you have offered yourself is not true. So we must learn to deny insanity. Anything that is insane, anything that makes us upset, angry, afraid, confused, concerned. We can deny. There's a very, very powerful advice we get in the course, and that's deny the denial of truth. Keep denying the denial of truth. And do it before it starts to snowball, before it starts to grow and become a story or a train of thought. In the beginning, when it's just a feeling or a fear, you say, oh, this feeling is a denial of truth. I can deny it. That's true protection. That's a very powerful life insurance. Yeah. We're here to join together and let all darkness vanish. This is a profound prayer. Whatever you're dealing with, whatever you're battling with, it's not too big or difficult for the light of spirit. Can you hear the background noise? We have this bird laughing away. No? Okay. Good. It is very funny. A funny noise. Yeah. So is there anything anyone would like to put on the altar here today? Lena?
Yeah, I feel the loss of my dog once again. Yeah, just when she called me yesterday, the breeder, I felt all this hope of having her back. And I felt so happy. That might be her. Yeah.
There is a belief in loss.
Yeah, it's a loss of dogs. They are so lovely. Their hugs and kisses and sleeping in my bed and, just all cuddly and yeah. And I love taking care of them. Everything about them really, walking in the woods and everything.
The belief in loss. The belief in loss is.
Yeah. There is a belief in loss. You see that.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not about a dog really.
I don't think so. I was going to ask you, would the Holy Spirit keep away from you something that make you really, really joyful? Would the Holy Spirit say, oh, you can't have what makes you super joyful?
That's how it feels.
Mm-hmm. So perhaps the joy actually doesn't come from the dog, from having a dog. Perhaps there is another learning that you're ready for, Lena. Whilst you can't go wrong, I think you have also strong belief that you can go wrong. There is a big kind of repeating experience of loss and sacrifice and lack. I like the dog's name, Happy.
Yeah, me too. That's why I gave him.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you can use this, Lena. Just really allow yourself to be with those feelings and ask Spirit what you can do here. What is really inspiring and guided.
I'm not even allowed to have a dog living in this apartment. The landlord not allowed, so out of the question.
Mm. Okay. Well, then it's clear. You must be ready for this healing that you're going through with this. You're so loved.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of doubt about that at the moment.
Mm.
There's no doubt over here.
And if there is 95% doubt for you, then you still have 5% of openness to accepting that you're loved. And that's the part you can hold on to.
Yeah, it's difficult when you feel like something you love is feels like it's taken away. Yeah. I guess I'm ready to look at this.
But you didn't actually have her again. So it was just, something in your mind and that you're ready to look at this.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, we believe in you.
But I think, when you want to care for someone, care for an animal, care for someone in need, is a symbol. There is a calling for care inside. So every time you yearn for the dog can be a time to see, how can I care for this inner calling, this inner lostness, can be very, very healing, profound. Okay. We have somebody else.
Graciela.
Hi.
Hi.
I think I already healed. I put in the altar in the meditation a lot of things because I was thinking about what I was going to say. And I'm ready to go. I got my ID that I needed. And I'm very scared now what is coming after, because right now we are pretending that nothing happened. Like I was just brewing something, I was preparing, but still everything looks like the same. And I'm scared. And I was thinking, when I came here before in 2018, I came, I cut my hair like I did now. I was ready to let go, and I was preparing for the next step, and then I got pregnant. So I think I'm scared of something like that. And I feel like it was kind of an excuse to don't follow my heart. It's like, oh, now I can't do this because I'm pregnant. I need to hold this.
Mhm.
They just came now, like that.
Yeah, there was maybe too much fear or guilt. So the pregnancy was like a rescue.
Yeah.
But also you can't look back and say that something else should have happened. So, the mind is ready when it's ready. And I hear you, there's a fear, there's still a fear. But I think now this is a call to accept your worthiness, to accept your being, to accept your calling.
Yeah.
And to be able to talk about it, to say, this is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm called to do. This is my direction in life.
Yeah. Yeah. I was thinking when you said about Carrie, Telema, I developed like skills that I am problem sorter, and I like to make life easier for everybody, and is a way to feel worth. And I think when I'm doing this, I look like I am independent, but I wish that someone could look after me. I think it's this desire to be loved. If I'm not worth of love.
Thank you for naming this.
Huh?
Yeah, thank you for sharing this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know one who is looking at you. So seeing this, Graciela, it's very helpful. This is the way you have thought you have to survive, with this pattern of taking care of others or solving other people's problems. being helpful that way. Like you thought you had to survive that way. That you're worth aiding that. Seeing this, yeah, you can step into the one who cares for you.
Yeah.
Cares for all.
Okay, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Love you.
Yeah.
Love you.
I'm getting there.
Yeah, maybe soon, huh?
I'm a bit scared of how things are going to play out like that. I don't know.
And the more you look at your own guilt or doubt around this, the more you can come from a calm place and share about this with them.
Yeah. I was more scared before than now. The fear is going down.
Maybe you can even have some good talks with them.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. When I first left the situation I was in, there was a lot of stirred up feelings around me. But I was just calmly saying, yeah, this is what I'm doing. And I let them have their feelings. I let them, say what they said. But I just said, no, this is not to worry about. I could come from a very calm place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's very helpful this time that I'm getting ready and looking at everything. So
Yeah.
I can say, this is what I'm doing.
Yeah.
This is what I feel. And yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for holding my hand.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
And like the song says, say what you need to say. Say what you need to say. Listen to that one, maybe. Just kind of remember. It's good. You can say what you need to say.
Yeah. Yeah. Now that you said that, like, I feel like I don't want to listen anyone, I don't want to listen what they want to say.
You can listen to spirit.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah. We're really with you.
I know.
First Solveig and then Lynn.
I do feel that I need to share something. It's I think for quite a while I've had this strong guidance to share in some local groups, and I've had a lot of fear around it, and I'm just trying to look at that. And finally, last night I put it in, and I got a lot of contacts from that. And then I experienced this kind of excitement of finally doing it, and felt really good. But there was a kind of excitement in it, and it flipped over to anxiety. I actually got a little sad when I saw how this excitement and this yeah, this joy could so easily tip over into anxiety. But it makes sense how most of my life I've been so scared of joy because I've had so much anxiety.
I feel a lot of joy that you're looking at this. That it, you know, because this means there's a part of you that is ready to start to let this habit of anxiety go.
Oh, thank you for saying that. Yeah, I would like to be able to be happy without having this fear of anxiety come in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The ego doesn't want you to be happy. You could even call the anxiety ego. Go away, ego. I am worthy to be happy. Good news.
Yeah.
Richard.
Yeah. I just had a kind of a question. This morning we were up fairly late, just getting my place ready, final touches for the new tenants and stuff. So kind of threw off my sleep pattern. So this morning I was having that feeling like, oh, I want to go back to sleep. I want to get more sleep. And then this thing that was happening before quite a bit of like, when I try to do that and all these feelings, I don't know, I guess guilt feelings, I just get a pang in my solar plexus and fear, uneasiness. And I guess my question is there something for me to do to do with that, to help unravel whatever that is, because I'm not sure even what it is. It's just a sense of uneasiness, and I don't know what the belief is attached to it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what the fear is exactly, or what there is to.
Well, there is something to put on the altar, and it's sleep. It's the idea of sleep, the idea of needing sleep. The word idol comes to mind. Like sleep is almost an idol in your mind. Has kind of grown as something very important. And there are probably a lot of beliefs attached to it. If you don't get enough sleep, you will not be clear, or you will lack, or you will grow old, or I don't know what the belief is, but you can invite that to come to awareness, what the belief is. Because you don't need sleep. Rest comes from awakening. Jesus says a few things about sleep. He says rest comes from awakening, not from sleep. He says you can indeed be drugged by sleep. It's another thing he says, you can be drugged by sleep. So yeah, I think this is something to look at. But yeah, to put sleep on the altar. The idea of sleep.
Yeah, it's funny because I feel like there's something else that I'm missing in there too, because it makes me think when I was doing this job before, I could have 3 nights in a row where I only get 3 hours sleep. And then I'm trying to get a nap and I'm like, okay, how come I could do that? I could do that and manage that, you know.
I think now you have reached a deeper fear. And somehow sleep became this important thing. Go to. where you're actually unraveling deeper layers.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of concepts around sleep, and probably a lot of people have one where this number of hours is like good sleep, and maybe even this number of hours is the best sleep. But then if I get a little less than that, that's not so good. If I get a lot less than that, I'm going to be a wreck. These are all just ideas in the mind. These are all just beliefs that you have kind of cultivated and are holding on to. So each time any sort of sleep related idea or belief comes up, you can just sort of offer it to spirit and say, maybe it's true, maybe it's not. Maybe that's not actually true, even though I believed it for a long time.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Richard.
So remember that without forgiveness, you will still be blind. Today's lesson. So beautiful. It is so beautiful that we have the key, the opportunity to forgive everything, to release whatever is painful. Anytime, really, we have that possibility. So I think we'll leave you with that tonight. And wish you good rest in God. Love you, everyone.
Yeah, so much love. All right, see you all soon.